Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurbuhu. The devotees are singing the lives of all these people whoever have touched the feet of Master Sri Ramakrishna. Their life has got tremendously transformed. They have learnt to live in the world untouched and unstained by the world. They will not be affected wherever they are, whatever action they do, because there is the backing of Sri Ramakrishna constantly advising them how to be in the world, like a maid servant. So nothing binds them, nothing stains them, and they are pure. And another part is they have become sensitive to spiritual matters. We are extremely sensitive to the world and insensitive to spiritual world. Anybody takes God's name, we look at him with a kind of strange way we look at him. Oh, why is he shouting like that? Why is he calling? We are not sensitive. If we see also any picture, Krishna's picture may be there, Rama's picture may be there, whatever is there, we are not responding to it, we are not sensitive. Suppose Sri Ramakrishna was there, how he would have got awakened, spiritual awakening would be there. And each time he sees a picture hanging on the wall, he enters into samadhi. So that constant effort on our part is necessary. These disciples of Sri Ramakrishna who are singing now, they are extremely sensitive to spiritual matters. They have acquired spiritual sensitivity. We are very sensitive to the world, so much sensitive. Anything, anybody talks, anything, smallest thing, it hurts us. A little misbehavior, a little harsh word is sufficient to shake the person from deep within. What happens at that moment? I may suppress. Did I recognize it at all? If I have recognized, it has already affected me. If I react, it has acted much more deeper. And when I revolt, it is tremendously it has hit. So anything, worldly things, small apamana, insult, very difficult to bear. But a spiritual aspirant bears. What is there? Tomorrow neither he will be there, nor I will be there, nor this incident will be there. Why worry? Where there is jnana, there is no problem. Where there is ajnana, there is always problem. Unending problems. One problem will give birth to another, and trying to remove one problem, we land in another new problem. We don't hold on to the source of the problem, the ultimate source, the God. Where ultimately it dissolves, God we are not holding on to. These disciples of Sri Ramakrishna who are singing now have become spiritually sensitive. Anything, just a suggestion, something happening, a few drops of rain, they feel elated. they relate it immediately to something happening sometime. How the Krishna and gopis were there in the Vrindavan. When it rained, how they would rush to the tree and take shelter. And everyone wants to protect Krishna from not getting wet. Each one is ready to spread their clothes over his head. By the side all standing around, keeping their clothes over like an umbrella, protecting themselves and protecting the Lord. So this sensitivity, it immediately gets linked to the divine, It is not positivity. Positive negativity belongs to the relative world. Spiritual and non-spiritual belong to the spiritual world. So here spiritual sensitivity they have got, and because of that they are singing this song. They like it, they relish it, they understand it, they feel it, they experience as they sing. Lift the Govardhan of my sin and slay my 6 unyielding passions: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are the 6 unyielding passions. In the universe, in this Prakriti nature, there is nothing that is purposeless. Everything has a purpose, and everything has a karya and karana. There is a karya. Something is there, dukkha is there is a karya, there is a karana. Without karana, karya cannot come. And karya is going to always have a karana behind. So, when we say the 6 passions, there is a definite purpose in the nature for everything. 2 important principles is on which the universe is standing, all beings are living, is self-preservation and preservation of species. One has to protect himself and see that the prajati remains ever, just like a tree. Before it dies, it throws thousands of seeds before it dies. So that I am going away, let this vegetation not end, let it be endless. So they want to see the endless happening here, but since all these have a purpose, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all have a purpose in this world, and they will remain as long the purpose is to be fulfilled. Even if one person needs it, all this will be there. So when the trouble comes, when it grows, these passions beyond control, then there is a calamity going to happen in the individual. If it is properly used, I must get angry to the extent that it doesn't harm but keep the things in a proper place, then that anger has a value. Kama has a value. It is not for enjoyment. It is a purpose to keep the generation in perpetual way of maintenance. Lobha. There must be that competitive spirit to earn and to produce. Otherwise there won't be production. What for? I am sufficient. These things, everything has a, and these are nature's forces you cannot destroy. Whatever you do, you cannot destroy kama or krodha, you cannot destroy. Lobha, moha, nothing you can destroy. But you can overgrow. Balya you cannot destroy. Balya you can overgrow. You can become a youth. Balya will be there itself, you become a youth. So you grow beyond, evolve, evolution point. You cannot destroy. These are forces of nature. You have to leave them to nature and go beyond. So Krishna is asking here, and slay my 6 unyielding passions. Because you want to get rid of it. He's asking to slay. Slay means kill. You kill them. Because he cannot kill, nobody else can kill. It is nature's power, nature's force. And only who can kill is the Maya Dhisha. Maya has created all this. Maya Dhisha alone can. Maya herself has to do. If Maya has put a chant, Maya herself has to take it out. Or a superior. Superior is Lord only to Maya. So he is asking, slay means kill my 6 unyielding passions. If they yield, it's all right. If Krodha yields to me, I will see that it will not come again, catch me, force me. I will be safe. But here, it is not so. Slay my 6 unyielding passions. Fears as demons sent by Kamsa. Kamsa is to now and then send some enemies like and try to get rid of Krishna. And there was Nandanavana and all that. Now that Lord is there, he overtakes. Just like that. Nobody could attack it. What Kamsa had sent, the demons, nobody else could hold it or control it or avoid it. Everybody had to yield. Such powerful demons were there. But Krishna kills them all. Like that, nobody can help me. Aru Alegalo Ambiga. Yarindalagado Ambika. Nobody else can do it. The huge waves, like in the ocean, these Kama, Krodha and all these are enveloping me, trying to drown me. But you, being the all-pervading Lord, who alone is able to. So many people are there in the shore. I am in the ocean and a boatsman has taken me, and boatsman alone can bring me back. All people together in the shore cannot save me or help me in any way. So these efforts, Lord alone, you are the only person, Ambiga, one who can carry me to the other side. Nobody else can do. Yarindalagado. Sweetly play the flute of thy grace, charming the milch cow of my mind. Milch cow is cow that yields milk, is called milch cow. Play sweetly play the flute of thy grace. How the Krishna used to take all the cows to the forest, sit somewhere and start playing the flute. All cows will be at once looking at the Krishna. Any sound comes, usually in forest and all at such places, we see any sound comes, every animal will see. The moment it is not concerned about that, it will keep quiet. And some start fleeing away, some start fighting. They come forward to see who has come, especially these he buffaloes, forest, bisons. So these people used to attack, run. Some animals flee away. When especially deer, if sound is terrible, they start running away, like blasting or air gun. They will run away. The sound moment they hear, like that. How they run away, how they escape. There are only two: yield or escape. Sri Krishna used to, after leaving all the cows to graze, he will take the flute and the cows slowly start singing at the Krishna. That sound is coming. Then they continue the grazing, hearing that flute. First attention is who is playing, where from the sound is coming. Any sound comes, immediately where from the sound, what is the cause. Immediately they see. Like that, the sweetly play the milk cow. Cow which is going to, he is comparing himself to be a milk cow. I am yielding, I am giving milk. Sweetly play the flute of their grace, charming the milk cow of my mind. Mind is constantly repeating the name of God. When the mind repeats the name of God, it is yielding. It is like giving milk to the baby. It is nourishing my existence. It is just like mother feeds the milk to its child. My mind is feeding my soul through your name, singing it, all that. He is not paying attention to the external things, and to himself he is singing. Then the mind has become a cow feeding its own soul, its own childlike. Abide in the pasture of my soul. Pasture. Krishna used to most of the time spend in the pastures. Grass fields, large grass fields. There will be forests, huge forests, only grass. It will be usually flat surfaces, large surface filled with grass. So there Krishna used to relax, go and relax, enjoy the nature, its beauty, play with other boys, enjoy the company and depart. So that pasture where he used to take rest with others after the play in the daytime, afternoons. So that is my soul, where you can go and take rest always. Dwell by the Jamuna of my yearning. He is treating his yearning as Jamuna. I am longing and yearning. He gave the term longing earlier, the longing. Now he is telling the longing for deliverance is Yashoda. Now it is giving yearning. Yearning is small differences there, though they mean the same thing. Yearning and longing. Longing for God, yearning for God. Longing is little, has a gross touch. Yearning has a little subtle touch, sukshma. Now I am longing for God, longing It's still in the external stages. I long for God. Then, still at little grosser level, then we use the term longing. He is yearning for God. Little deeper it has entered. His heart is understanding. He cannot express to anybody. Nobody can find it out. But inside his yearning is going on. Longing you can see on the face. Yearning you can understand, infer through your intelligence. Slight difference, same, it is synonym, you used everywhere. You can interchange also. But yearning has a special nature of its own, longing has. Longing is at a gross level, yearning is at the subtle level, extremely subtle. From the heart, deep within the heart, I feel, I want that, I want that. Then it is called yearning. Mentally I am understanding, I am helpless, I want it, I want it. It is still at the mental level, not at the heart level. Then we use the term longing. There is longing. That means I want it, I cannot live. Here I cannot live. There he cannot live. So yearning, dwell in the Yamuna of my yearning. The deep within there is longing. Longing deep within you is called yearning. Yearning is there deep within you. You are yearning for God. God has to come and dwell there. Where there is yearning, God has to manifest. There is no other alternative for God. Where there is yearning, He has to be there. To just see that the soul is still continuing in life. To see that it doesn't reach the maximum that the body has fallen off out of longing, out of yearning. So Jamuna is where Krishna has to dive and jump and play. So here my longing is Jamuna. You can dive within the longing itself. Longing itself is Yamuna, where Krishna can get down and play. Little difficult to understand. Dwell by the Jamuna of my yearning, under the banyan tree of my hope. Now also there is that ancient banyan tree supposed to be at the time of Krishna. A temple is there, very old banyan tree is there. On the banks of Yamuna, here and there, you will see number of Ashwatha tree, banyan tree, and all this huge, large, covering large place. Banyan of my hope. Hope, here also when you go to Udupi, there is a huge, about 100 feet diameter, one huge tree is there. It is a canopy, like that electricity department or something, it is there. We call it Vinayakanandaji tree. It's giving shade to 100 feet diameter, round. It is just has spread. Like that, hope has spread. Full of hope. I will attain. There is no samshaya in it. Hope is opposite to samshaya. I may get, I may not get. These are all samshayatmaka. But when it is hopes, I will get it, I will get it, that hopes. And that has become like a huge tree. Under the banyan tree of my hope. Banyan trees, as it spreads further, it leaves the roots and goes. It becomes something like village also sometimes. In Magdi Road, there is one banyan tree, huge banyan tree. People go to see that banyan tree. It is like a tree when it leaves roots in the earth. The roots slowly will become thick tree again. It looks as if tree and tree are connected with branches. How the branches, common branches there between two trees, we think, to that extent. Under the banyan tree of my hope, my hope has extended in large to cover large, means my hope has become like sky, full of hope and filled with hope. For ever gracious to thy servant, for ever gracious to thy servant, and if not, but the coward's love can hold thee in the Vrindavan's veil. Then the Lord let Dasharathi too become thy cowherd and thy slave. This is a poet who is written. Dasharathi is the poet, just like we have Purandara Dasara songs, bhajans. Every ends with Purandara Dasa, Purandara Vithala, that song. That is written, who has written that? Ankita, identity of. Why this identity? Usually in Hinduism we don't give the importance to the writer. Nor writer presents his identity. Especially Vedas and all, you see, he doesn't want to present himself, the Rishi. In Agamas, most of the chandas given, name of the Rishis also not given. Brahma Rishi, Gayatri Chandaha. They don't want to disclose their identity. So small things, God is important, path is important. Why should a person's name be brought in between? But in Bhakti school, it takes a different form. In Bhakti school, let everyone know what is relationship between Bhakta and Bhagavan. How I am saved, how I got released from all bonds and sufferings just by holding on to Him, how He purified me of all my defects, how He loved me in spite of all errors in my life. Let people know what is God. What is God? Not what am I. I am the Adhama most, but He has made me Uttama most. So this, who did it? Lord did it. Let them know the sinner has become a saint by God's grace. So they present their name not out of pride or this one, for people to cultivate the same kind of love and receive the same grace they have received from the Lord. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः।